Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston. And as you can see, we are not in the same place. Once again, Nave is still on the road, but I am home here in Taos, New Mexico.
Of course, the advantage to being on Zoom is we, in a sense, are in the same place, as we always are every Saturday morning when we gather with a group of writers from all over the world to write for an hour in what we call the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session, which you can join if you go to imaginativestorm.com.
You'll find the link there. It's always there. And we meet at 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is noon Eastern, usually about 5 p.m. in London and 6 p.m. in the parts of Africa where people often phone in from to join us. So what we do every Saturday, oh, sorry, Nave, do you want to take that part?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll take it. So what we do every Saturday morning when folks gather, we show an image and we ask people to take 2 minutes to jot down words inspired by the image.
And the words don't have to have anything to do with the image. They don't have to have anything to do with one another. Just a random list of words, whatever pops into your mind as you look at this image, and we will time you for 2 minutes.
And your time begins now. And after the 2 minutes passes and everybody generates their own personal list, we go around the Zoom room on Saturday morning and ask everybody to give us one word from their list, sometimes a phrase, and people do just that. And we all write those words down and we have a community list. So what Allegra would like to do now, she will read the list we collected this morning.
And you can write these down if you like as I read them. You don't have to. We will put the list up again during the 10-minute period when we write. So here is the list. The nice thing about a community list is that you can borrow from other people's imagination and not just have to rely on your own. Here it is. Apprehension, squiggles, hypervigilant, all the tools, uneffable. The spirit burns, trapped within his body. Fire, healing, leg cramps, turtle, bound feet, long lingam, sacred masculine, mangled, conspirituality, block print, small feet, large load, an ill wind, Sundreams, no direction home.
Now you have the community list as well as your own personal list. So what we're going to do now is do a timed 10-minute writing, and you can use your lists in any way you feel like you would like to.
Or not use them at all. They're there, the words are there as toys for your imagination to play with. But if it wants to play a different game, that's totally fine. It's absolutely allowed to play whatever game it wants with whatever toys it wants to use. So you might like to let your eyes roam over the lists of words, and your imagination will kind of hook onto one of them, and you can start there and totally depart from the list or keep coming back to the list for more inspiration. But
And
it's nice to not know what you're going to write. Don't sort of stop and think, what should I write? And then kind of decide what you're going to write before you start. Just start writing and see where it goes.
and you may be wondering, should I write as fast or slow? And our answer to that is you can write at whatever speed you please. Here's a little insider tip. We have a little haiku tradition going as well. So some people write a haiku. How about that? So you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, long, short, prose, poetry, a list, a rant, whatever, wherever your mind takes you, just follow it. We like to call it a dance between the rational mind and the imagination. Some writing teachers will say things like, get out of your rational mind. You got to get out of your rational mind. We think that's impossible since you are a rational being. But what we will suggest is that you let your rational mind follow rather than lead. So if you think of it as a dance between your rational mind and your imagination is the one that's leading the dance and taking your rational mind and swirling it and twirling it and dipping it and spinning it. And you'll find that your rational mind, even though to begin with it might resist a little bit, pretty soon it'll really enjoy it.
And as usual, we'll keep time so you don't have to worry about it.
So your 10 minutes starts now.
So if what you wrote pleases you, we would appreciate it if you would post it on our Imaginative Storm Circle community. You can find a link to our Imaginative Storm Circle community on, guess where, imaginativestorm.com, plus some other good stuff there. Allegra, what else is on imaginativestorm.com?
Well, a number of things, but first I will show you how to post your work. So here is that little instructional video we prepared earlier. So when you go to imaginativestorm.com, you'll see the Zoom link for the Saturday morning writing prompt of the week here, and also here. And if you continue to scroll down, you will find Join Us on Circle. Click that link. And when you get there for the first time, you will find a thing sort of appear in the top right saying join or log in or something like that. I can't remember. So you can log in with your Google or Facebook ID or create a new ID and password. It's free. And when you've done that, it will look like this. So here are 4 spaces that explain to you kind of what we're about and what we're doing here on the circle. And over on the left, you will see this area, share your writing. And here is prompt of the week. Click on that. And you will see all the prompts of the week since we first started doing this in order from most recent at the top. So when you get there, the most recent prompt will be posted. We have it posted by the end of the day on Saturday. And when you click on it, you'll see the prompt itself, the community list, and then whatever pieces of writing the other people who've done the prompt have posted. And those are comments attached to the post. So if you scroll down to the bottom, like so, you will get to a place where it's inviting you to make a comment. And that's where you can type out what you wrote to the prompt. I don't know if you noticed as I was scrolling through, there was one person here who actually recorded a selfie video of herself reading what she wrote, and she posted that. So feel free to do that if you would like to do that. When you've posted a comment, other people can hit like or hit reply if they want to comment specifically and say, what in the piece popped for them. Feel free to add those, those comments, those moments of praise for what other people have written. We ask you not to be critical because, as you know, these are pieces that are only written in 10 minutes. So criticism, negative criticism is really, just not relevant. What we want to know as writers is what we've created that has energy, what pops for you as a reader, what do you find surprising and intriguing? So if you have that response to a piece of somebody else's that you read here, please do hit reply and let them know. Also over here, you will see a space to post for the daily prompts that we put on social media. And here, One Last Lunch. I won't tell you much about it other than that it's a book that I contributed to. And I think it's one of the most interesting writing prompts ever devised. So I do encourage you to try that out as well. So also on imaginativestorm.com, you will see a link to the books for writers that we have published, and also how to edit and be edited and how to read for an audience, and also a book that is for really for everybody, because you never know when you might need to make a speech. So do please check out How to Make a Speech by Barry Barton, who is an excellent speech making coach in Asheville, North Carolina. We also have writer training, we have a whole 10-session writer training. The next one of those that we will be doing won't be till the fall of 2022. But we have some single sessions coming up as we record this. The next one is on June 9th. Nave, will you talk about that?
Well, it's on June 9th, and the title of the session is called Landscapes. Someone on our Saturday morning call said, would you do a workshop on landscapes, the interior and the exterior, what's going on inside of us, what's going on outside of us, the landscape around us. And a quote that we're using in our copy, and you'll see it on the website, is a quote by Charles Wright. And he asked this question: what is it about a known landscape that tends to undo us? And we love the idea of the known landscape. You think you know these landscapes, interior landscapes, exterior, but do you? What do you not know about what you think is familiar? So that's the theme of the landscape workshop. So hopefully you'll join us, imaginativestorm.com.
Yes, you can sign up there. And as you'll see, much of what we do is based on the idea of write what you don't know. So that will be about writing what you don't know about the landscapes you think you know or want to explore. After that, we will have a single session on developing character. That will be at the end of June. And we'll be doing another memoir session pretty soon, too.
So thank you so much for being part of our community. And we hope to see you on Saturday morning. But until then, we'll catch you on the turnaround.
Thanks very much for watching this. Goodbye.